What if leadership wasn't about carrying the whole world on your shoulders, but actually taking your own place in it? We've been taught that leadership belongs to the loudest voices, the people with the most credentials, or even the people who have fought themselves up the hierarchy. But what if the world doesn't need more of this kind of leadership? What if the world truly needs more leaders? I believe that. The world needs more leaders. But what if leadership is all about you taking your unique place in the world? What if leadership wasn't about carrying the whole world on your shoulders, but actually taking your unique place inside of it? This is what I want to talk to you about today. Leadership, how can we redefine leadership? And also, how can you take your position as a leader? Why this topic is so important to me is because I have been curious about leadership since I can remember, since I'm a young girl. I am a 37-year-old woman now, and I have dedicated my life towards ethical leadership, ethical business, ethical sales, because I believe that there are more people that are worthy, that are capable, that are qualified to lead than we might think. And I have seen on my journey here, especially in women of the global majority, how much we shy away from leadership positions, from shining, from being confident, from owning our brilliance, from owning our power. And it breaks my heart because I truly believe that you are worthy. I truly believe that so many people hold value, that so many people bring value to certain situations. And again, as I said, I have seen many, many women who abide by social conditioning, right? I am all about systems awareness as well. Patriarchy, hierarchy in general, power structures, oppression, right? Systemic oppression by those big words, right? Patriarchy, racism, and class. I'm very aware of these things, and I know how much internalized classism, racism, and maybe misogyny is blocking women, brilliant women, from showing up as leaders. And again, leadership doesn't mean that you have to be loud. You don't have to be the masculine leader. No, it's about you owning your space and sharing your ideas, your solutions, the ways that you have found to deal with life in a different way. And I know that's not what I believe. I know that we are currently living in a time where people are looking for more leaders, where people are looking on YouTube for how to create your own brand, how to create your own business, how to create money from what you already know. And that's exactly where I come in. I Maybe you want to know like what gives me the credentials to speak about those things. So hello, my name is Joanna Fatonji. I have done many things. I studied international business. I worked in corporate. I worked in different sectors in corporate, from finance to sales. And I have, alongside that, forged my own path because I knew that this wasn't where I belonged. I became a holistic nutritionist, and on top of that, I became a certified life mastery consultant with one of the premier institutes in transformational life coaching. So there was a whole lot input that I took in the past 10 years. And I have try to find my niche and who I'm serving. And I had to mature a little bit and gain more experience. So I went back into corporate and went back into sales. I worked for Uber. I worked for big companies. And at the same time, I have always known that I am a leader. I am a teacher. I am a communicator. And that's what I'm currently doing. My main business is this. My main business is being a consultant. I help multicultural professional women who are ready to step into leadership, who are ready to recalibrate their identity, and who are ready to build a personal brand that gives them the opportunity, the leverage that they really came for. Meaning, a personal brand is not only about how you show up on social media, but it is a collection. I also like to call it a portfolio career, a collection of your knowledge, your wisdom, your skills, your certifications, your experience, right? Because again, as for me, everything I'm sharing comes from my own experience. I knew that I had so many skills and not one role somewhere could give me the space so I could fill it out. So I forged my own path, and I really said, no, I have so many things to give, and I want to have this portfolio career. The main thing now here is my consultation business with the original method, which I've created, but I'm also teaching communication, conflict resolution, and presentation with a different institute, right? So this is where you see, okay, my main thing is this, but I have a skill set and I can use it here to make money and to create impact because I'm very big on that, right? And I also know that there are different other opportunities that I want to tap into with the same mission, with the same skill set, and with the same ideology, whether it is interviewing or hosting or creating community offline. I'm already creating the community online, but offline with different panels and discussions because I have created like this body of work that I now want to put to work in different places. And I'm telling you all of that because I believe that you are the same kind of person. You have been exploring different cultures, not only organizational cultures, but maybe you are traveled, right? You're a multicultural woman. You have traveled the world. You have been in different places, probably speak different languages. You have a unique way of navigating yourself through the world, right? And on top of that, you have a skill, you have education, you have cultivated different skills. And I know that the struggle is real to bring it all together. So this is what I created a solution for. But let me come back to the intention of this video, really. And it is about you seeing yourself as a leader, you seeing yourself as a leader, which is this new identity. And a leader can, and that's a big point for me too, can be very feminine. A leader can be very um, anti what we've seen for so long, what a leader looks like. You can be introverted, you can be soft, you can be feminine. The only thing you want to change is the identity of being a leader. You are a leader, right? You are a leader because this world doesn't need more followers. We need more brave women who step into the spotlight. And that's another big thing, right? Stepping into the spotlight, many people are afraid that it comes with criticism. But yes, the criticism is going to come. People are going to judge you, but that is not what should stop you because, and that's again another deeper layer, it is about you knowing that you have a unique perspective, skills, knowledge, wisdom, experience that you are now ready to share with whoever is looking for you. And that is, again, that is to paint a bigger picture of where we are heading as a collective, as a global collective, as a people, as a society. I believe that we are moving towards a more decentralized power structure. We can already see it with decentralized money. Let's say decentralized money in terms of It's not only going to be the banks anymore. There's crypto now. There's the blockchain now. There is decentralization of money, of power. And people are tapping into that already. So that's just one thing, right? Decentralization of money. Then there's a decentralization of media. We can already see it with social media. There's not like people are not only looking to TV and the big politicians anymore. People are looking to influencers or thought leaders, right? Thought leaders, people who are specifically speaking to a certain maybe demographic or a certain lifestyle or a certain value system, right? So this is already happening. There's a decentralization of power, and I think that is the opportunity where you can step into your own world. So you can tap in and create your own world and invite people in to your ideas, your perspectives, your solutions. And with that, you can create a whole ecosystem of value from your own asset, from your own perspective, from your own POV. And that is the new leadership. The new leadership is also, as I said in the beginning, not about carrying the whole world on your shoulders. It is not about you being the one who like has all the responsibility. No, it's about different people taking a part of the big chunk of responsibility and many people stepping into leadership. Again, decentralized leadership, right? We're not only looking to a certain small group of people to lead anybody, right? And also another definition or redefinition of leadership for me is it's about empowering other people to lead as well. That is a big one for me. It is not about creating followers, right? It's about creating other leaders. It's about creating more people who are willing to own the spotlight. And also, the spotlight is not about self glorification. Yeah, I'm all about celebrating yourself 100%. I'm all about you owning your brilliance, claiming your worth, claiming your value, right? I'm all for that. And also for the greater good of all, and also for serving the collective, right? And this is what we're heading towards. It's about you stepping into the spotlight so everybody who's looking for you can find you. I don't believe the world needs this one extraordinary leader who carries the future on their shoulders. I believe the future belongs to those who are willing to step up into leadership and willing to take extraordinary responsibility for their own position in this world. With the gifts, with the talents, with the experiences, with the knowledge, with the wisdom, with the unique perspective that they already have. And it's not about something that you need to do alone with this immaculate mask on, right? That everything is always going the way that it's supposed to go. No, it's about being human. That's what I'm all about. Human centered leadership. It's about being human. It's about having feelings. It's about having compassion and empathy. It is about showing that actually your humanity fuels you stepping into leadership. It's truly about recognizing that every one of us, and that's where I truly believe that that is our time if we choose to take it, right? Especially women of color, women of the global majority, and women in general, or people of the global majority, right? Like I wanted to do this and say minority, but we have never been a minority. But it's time for us to step into leadership because we have unique perspectives that bring ideas, bring solutions. It's about giving your voice, using your voice to be part of the conversation, truly, to be part of the global conversation. So, my question for you is, what if the world is not waiting for another hero? The world is waiting for you to finally take your position. Yesterday, I had a conversation with an old colleague, with an old friend, and he said something that reminded me that this is how many people still think He said something like, yeah, like, who am I? I'm just like this little dot. And then I thought, no, like, I don't think that way. I am very realistically aware of my impact. In the beginning of my journey, I wasn't. Like, I was super ambitious. I was so idealistic. I thought I could change the world all by myself right now, right? But I'm still holding on. And I still truly, in my heart of hearts, I believe that one person can actually change the world, right? One person with their ideas, with their conviction, with their ideology can change a huge number of people. If those people then, and that's a very important part, if those people then learn to become their own leader. It's not about saving people, it's about giving people the tools so they can, first of all, save themselves, but be a multiplier, right? Be an exponential multiplier. If everyone I touch becomes their own star, their own original, that is what my whole method is about, that you become your own original, and then you start sharing your light, you start spreading your message. That is what leadership is about. It's we need more than one person. And what I do in my original method is all about that. You changing your identity, right? Because you are a global leader, right? Changing your identity, creating a cohesive personal brand that truly aligns with who you are, with your nature, with your style, with your talents, with how you want it to be. You do not have to become someone else. That is what we do in the personal branding. And then it's about holistic leadership, right? Number one, you lead your own life in all areas, not only your career, your health, your relationships, your career, and your finances, but then also really focusing on your message, right? Your message out into the world. What do you stand for? What are you here for? What is your business? What are your offers? What is your transformation, right? All of that is what we do in the original method. So if you feel called by what I just shared today, because it has to find resonance, right? If you feel called, the link is in the description down below. The original method is open for enrollment. I'm looking forward to receive your messages or your questions if you have any. And until then, remember that you are a force of nature, and I'm looking forward to see you act like it.